In this particular session, we are going to discuss signed magnitude multiplication using Booth's algorithm. This is a very important topic and questions are supposed to come from this very topic, and it is very frequent that questions came. Okay, so today's topic is my signed multiplication using Booth's algorithm. This is the flowchart. I have written this flowchart very clearly. This is the zone where I will be doing a tracing of a certain example, and this is the hardware circuitry which will depict how these operations are getting carried out. Now, let me start with the flowchart at first. So, we know in the oval shaped box we should write start. So, I have written start in the oval shaped box. This is the rectangular box known as the process box. It is there for initialization of different variables and registers. So, n means number of bits, that means number of bits of the architecture. You can consider it as 4 or 5 or 6, whatever it is. Okay. Now, who will decide that how many bits we should take in minimum? That will depend upon the numbers with the help of which you are doing the multiplication. So, magnitude of the number will be decided depending upon the number of bits you are allowing in that particular architecture. As an example, here we have taken -7 into +3 is equal to -21. So, this is the product I am going to do with the signed representation. We know that this is known as the multiplicand, this is known as the multiplier, and this is the product. Very simple. Multiplicand into multiplier is equal to product. Good. Here the value is 3 plus 3. Here the value is -7. So, 7 requires 3 bits to represent, sign bit extra. So, 4 bits to represent -7. So, I think this particular calculation, this particular multiplication should be done with at least 4 bits of space in the register. So, n is the number of bits, m will be holding the multiplicand 4-bit register or n-bit register, rather I should say. Q is a register, n-bit register, which will be holding the multiplier. Q0 is a single bit, Q0 is a single bit which will be initialized with 0. Accumulator will be of n bits which will be initialized with 0 initially. So, that is the initialization part. Okay. Now, let me come to discuss. So, m is equal to multiplicand. So, let me go for this m calculation. So, m is equal to -7 as in this given example, n is equal to -7. Now, how to represent -7? -7 is nothing but 2's complement of binary representation of 7. So, I will be writing this one as 2's complement. Now, what is 2's complement of 1 1 1? That is 1 0 0 0 plus 1, that is 1 0 0 1. So, that is the 2's complement of -7. So, let me also do the calculation of -m, which is nothing but 7, which is nothing but this. So, m minus m I have calculated. Now, q must be initialized with the multiplier. So, q has been initialized with 3 multiplier as I did earlier. Q0 is equal to 0. So, Q0 is equal to 0. Now, let me tell you what is Q0 actually. Actually, it is Q1, it is Q2, it is Q3, and that is my Q4, and that is my Q0. Okay. Now, we are having this accumulated is equal to 0. We are having this accumulated is equal to 0. So, accumulated is 0, 0, 0, 0, and number of bits should be kept in n. So, I have kept 4 in n. Next one, it is checking the value of Q1 and Q0. Q1 and Q0, they are nothing but here 1 and 0. 1 and 0 means A is equal to A minus M. What is A is equal to A minus M? I can think this one in this way. A is equal to A minus M is equal to means A is equal to A plus minus M. So, I can add this minus M with A, and that will denote A is equal to A minus M. So, my next step is A is equal to A minus M, and this minus M value. So, what is this? That is my 0 1 1 1. So, 0 1 1 1 will be added with this accumulator, and rest bits rest bits will be having the old values. Now arithmetic shift right AQQ0. In my earlier videos I have discussed arithmetic shift right. What is arithmetic shift right? The first bit, that is the MSB, that is the sign bit, will be restored, and along with the sign bits, rest other magnitude bits will be shifted towards the right hand side. Let me explain here. So AQQ0, so 4 bits plus 4 bits plus 1 bit, 9 bits will be shifted, arithmetic shift right in this way. So the first bit 0 will be restored, and along with the first bit it will be shifted. 0 0 1 1, so 0 0 1 1. So arithmetic shift right A Q Q 0. So let me explain this one here. So this 0 has been restored, it is not leaving its place, and this 0 has got shifted. This 1 has come down here, this 1 has come down here, and this 1 has gone there, and this 0 has been lost, because as we are doing the shifting, so the LSB, the least significant bit, will be lost. So now after that I am having n is equal to n minus 1. So the value of n will be 3, because 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. If 3 is equal to 0, we know the answer. The answer is no. Then I shall come down and I shall again check Q1 and Q0. Here Q1 and Q0 is equal to 1 1. 1 1 means I shall be going for directly arithmetic shift right A Q Q0. So let me do it. 0 will come down, 0 0 1 1, so 0 0 1 1, 1 0 0 1, so 1 0 0 1. So this 0 will come down, this 0 will get shifted, this 1 will get shifted, this 1 will be coming down, it will be coming down here, and this 1 will be going there. So same thing, same analogy for arithmetic shift right. After that n is equal to n minus 1. So 3 will be decreased to 2. 3 will be decreased to 2. Is 2 is equal to 0? No. Then again I shall come down. I shall go for Q1 and Q0 check. So Q1 and Q0, now they are 0 1. So 0 1 means what? Means A is equal to A plus M. So plus M, A is equal to A plus M. So what is M? M means this. So that is 1 0 0 1 and this one. So 1 0 0 1 and this one is 0 0 1 1, sorry 0 0 0 1. So 0 0 0 1. If I go on doing adding, so we are having this 0, that is 1, 1 plus 1 means 2, 2 means 1 0. So that is 1, that is 0 and that is 1. So I am writing this one 1 0 1 0, 1 1 0 0 will be surviving, and what operation I did? A is equal to A plus M. Why did I? Because 0 1 means I shall be doing A is equal to A plus M. Then I shall go for arithmetic shift right. So this 1 will be restored, 1 0 1 0, so 1 0 1 0, 1 1 0 0, so 1 1 0 0. That is my arithmetic shift right A Q Q 0. So now the value of n has to be decremented by 1. So this 2 will become 1 here, this 2 will become 1 here. Is 1 is equal to 0? Obviously no. So I shall be going for this. And what is the value here? 0 0. 0 0 means what? I shall not be doing any A is equal to A minus M or A is equal to A plus M. I shall go directly to arithmetic shift right A Q Q 0. So what will happen? So I shall go for arithmetic shift right A Q Q 0. So 1 will come down, 1 1 0 1, 0 1 1 0, and this, after doing this, n is equal to n minus 1, so it will become 0. So if n is equal to 0, then I shall come out result in AQ. Please remember, I am not taking Q0, the result in AQ. So AQ means this part and this part. AQ means, that means 4 bit plus 4 bit, 8 bit product. But here the sign is minus, sorry, here the sign is 1, so the value will be minus. Here the sign is 1, so the value will be minus. To get its magnitude, I shall go for its 2's complement calculation. But if the first bit is 0, I can go for the decimal equivalent of this binary number to get the product. But as the first bit has come 1, so it should be the negative number. To get the magnitude part, I shall have to calculate its 2's complement. So what is 2's complement? That is 1's complement plus 1. So it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So plus 1. So it is nothing but, let me write here, that will be easier. So 0, 0, 0, 1 and then 0, 1, 0, 1. So it will give me the magnitude. Sign I already got from this 1. I got this particular sign from this 1. So this is my 1 plus 2, 4, 8, 16, because it is the place value is 2 to the power of 4. So 16 plus 4, 20, plus 1, 21. So the answer will be minus 21 to the base 10. And obviously this answer is this one. So in this way, I can easily do the 2's complement multiplication using Booth's algorithm. Here I have given one hardware structure implementing Booth's algorithm. So when this sort of question will come in your exam papers, please draw this flowchart, go for one tracing with a suitable example, whatever the example you can take. And now this hardware diagram has to be drawn. In GATE exam also, questions will be coming, might be coming on this Booth's algorithm. So there I require all these things, all this knowledge. So what is this? There is the M register. Tell me how many bits? N bits. How many bits for this A? N bits. How many bits for this Q? N bits. How many bits for this one Q0? Only 1 bit. So AQ Q0 will be shifted towards the right hand side. So that's why I put this arrow. So that is my Q1, that is my Qn, that is my A0, that is my An, that is my M0, that is my Mn. This is my Q0 and this is my arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic unit for addition or subtraction, A is equal to A plus M, A is equal to A minus M, addition or subtraction. And sometimes we are also doing arithmetic shift right, which is a logical operation. So that is the ALU is there for this arithmetic and logical operations. And here this Q1 Q0 will decide whether I shall be going for addition or subtraction. So this is a very suitable diagram, hardware structure implementing Booth's algorithm. So it is depicting the logical flow of this particular flowchart in the hardware form. So I am going to end this particular session. So in this session we have learned signed magnitude multiplication using Booth's algorithm. So this is the flowchart. M is equal to multiplicand, Q is equal to multiplier, A is equal to 0, N is equal to number of bits, Q0 is equal to 0. So that is the initialization part. Before that start was there. Then Q1 and Q0. Q1 and Q0 will be the diamond box. So 0 1, 0 1. So A is equal to A plus M. 1 0. A is equal to A minus M. So all of them are merging. And another line is merging here for 0 0 and 1 1 combination. Now what we are having? We are having arithmetic shift right, A Q Q 0. Then what we are having? N is equal to N minus 1. Then what we are having is N is equal to 0. If it is no, I am going for the looping again. If it is yes, then result in AQ. I have written this result in AQ in parallelogram because it is the output. Stop will indicate the end of the logic flow. End of the logic flow. So in this way, this flowchart has been explained. The hardware diagram has been explained. I have done the explanation using a suitable example. So I think you can prepare yourself accordingly. Thank you for watching.